question comes to us from L, and L writes this: Dear WeTV, what do you think of the Wels branch of Lutheranism? Thanks for the help, L. L, before we go too far in this lightning cut, we should define what we mean by Wels for those that are watching. The Wels is the Wisconsin Evangelical Lutheran Synod. It is a synod of Lutherans, about 1,200 churches and some 380,000 members in the United States. Now, with that said, I have many friends that are of the Wels Synod, and I get along with them quite well. I mean, it's amazing that the conversation, how much we're on the same page. However, there are really three main areas that we differ with them from LCMS Lutherans, the difference between the Lutheran Church Missouri Synod and the Wisconsin Evangelical Lutheran Synod. And that is this. Number one is there's a difference in fellowship. LCMS practices altar and pulpit fellowship. In other words, in order to commune at our altars and preach in our altars, you have to be of altar and pulpit fellowship. You have to be an LCMS member or a partner church that is in agreement with the LCMS. The Wels practices something different called the unit concept, which sees not necessarily just the altar and pulpit fellowship, but they would see that all areas of ministry of the church faith, the Christian faith, are to be in complete harmony. And so things such as prayer, a Wels person would not pray with a non-Wels person. So it's a much more, I don't mean this to be mean, but a much more stringent, a much more tight view of church fellowship. And there's a couple other areas too. The second is on the office of pastor. The LCMS believes that the office of pastor is a divinely instituted ordinance, an office for pastors to preach and teach and minister the sacraments. The Wels Church would not see it as a divinely instituted office, even though they would say, hey, it is important to have pastors. And third, and not least, but it would be on the view of the place of women in the church. The LCMS has actually adapted women's suffrage, where the Wels Church has rejected women's suffrage. Now, with all that said, I would encourage you to go to the website, check it out. It's good to ask these questions. In fact, I have a little helpful sheet I'd like to toss your way. I'm going to have Peter post it on the very beneath of this video, and that is this. It's a sheet that I made up for many of my confirmation students and the people in my church. If I can get it on the screen, it is the American Lutheran Denominations, a comparison sheet, and it has all the different Lutheran denominations on this sheet, and they compare their demographics, their view of the Bible, how they embrace the Book of Concord, their practices on communion, their view of the end times, ethics on life, ethics on marriage, ordination, the origin of life, and what their services are actually like. So check this out. Good question. It's good to ask those, and I would encourage you to have those conversations with those who are Wels, and to have find where we can rejoice in those spots where we're the same, but also have those vigorous debates in those areas that are different, because it'll sharpen you to know what you believe and why. So I hope that helps, and we'll catch you next time.
Worldview Everlasting is solid, Christian, and free because it is viewer supported. Your monthly gift of $5, $10, or $25 is the reason that we can continue to improve and expand these tools for online Christian outreach and discipleship. To make a one-time donation, sign up for the Lutheran Ninja Clan regular giving, or to find information about how to put Worldview Everlasting in your congregation's budget, click Donate Now.